I wanted to make this video because as I've been here on this trip, I've been thinking that a lot of times as new creators, when we go into platforms and we're looking to establish audiences because we don't have one coming over from any other platforms, it's always key to go in the mindset of it's going to be a long game. You're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to be consistent even when you're not getting the results that you want. You're going to have to be creative even when you're not getting the results that you want. And that's all fine and dandy when you start out. You're incredibly psyched to just get started. But I do find that maybe 2, 3, 4 months down the road of doing that, showing up, being creative, and you're not yielding the results that you want, this is where things can start to get a little tricky. I want to remind you to remind yourself of why you started in the first place. It happens to us all, even when people are in the game for longer. You start putting out content or testing new things and they just don't perform the way you want. That's okay. The key thing is to remain consistent, maybe even go even harder at the consistency, whatever that means. Just be consistent, okay? Show up for the people that you do have, test out new creative ways. When your audience is smaller, this sometimes is something that you should embrace because you do get to test out so many things to figure out what works for you. 1, how to best get your message out for whatever reasons you're getting it out. 2, how to create content in a way that maintains the fun element for you, because if you're not having fun making your content, what's the point? At a certain point, you're just going to want to stop making it because it's such a chore. I often hear people saying, make sure that you're making content for your audience, and that's all key. You definitely want to make sure you're putting out content and you're formulating it in a way that's appealing to your audience, but you also want to make sure that you don't forget about yourself in the process. You need to enjoy the process as well when you're creating the videos. So anytime you find that, hey, I've been doing this for a while, it's not performing the way I want, maybe try to change something up. It doesn't have to be anything incredibly drastic. Just try a small different edit change, something to get yourself out of the funk. The point is to not stop. Do not give up, because a lot of times that can start to happen to us once we've already been on the road to build momentum. It's kind of like shooting ourselves in the foot. We just self-sabotage, where it's like, okay, I'm not getting the things that I want from this, so therefore I'm just gonna pause. I'm gonna go on a long mental break, and that break sometimes can be disastrous to our long-term goals and set us back much further.
I don't even know what happened.